join me. The officials from the record company will also join me so that we can put perspectives to this. When President Akufo-Addo addresses this gathering, we will bring his to listeners live. Let me just establish that we're coming to you live from Damongo. Damongo is capital city of the Savannah region. Arguably, the Savannah region is the biggest region in Ghana of land space. Recall that the Savannah was born out of the Den region, and so out of the Den we got the northeast region, we got the northern region itself, and then the Savannah region. The Savannah region is of the people from the side of things here in the northern region. The northern region is made up of the Dagbon, the people, the Dagbon people, and then the northeast region, people known as the Mampo. Essentially is the extraction where the current vice president comes from. The minister for natural resources of Gunja, the former president of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, is also from this region. So we're bringing you a live coverage of Akufo-Addo's composite plant here in Dagbon. I should say in Damongo. Joined now by the MC for the West Gunja district, and it's me now. I want to get his name correctly. He is Karim Musa Kusabari. Yes. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Yes.
And we are happy to be in your district. In your municipality, yes, your municipality. So tell us, how has it been since you got this region created for you, the Savannah region, Damongo becoming your thus far?
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Being a capital, it's a very big achievement, because among the descendants, including capital, it's a very big achievement. And being a capital alone, this one also brings a lot of transformation to the municipality as being a region. Because if you look at this place, the Yabonwura, His Royal Majesty, is also settled at the capital of Damongo, at the Savannah region.
Indeed, and everything shows that there's a lot of energy here in this particular region from what I've seen since being here for the last 24 hours. But let's come home and talk about this particular facility we are seeing here. We do know that when it comes to management, it's one of the challenges in our country, and Damongo is not an exception. With this composite plant coming in, how is it going to influence waste management in your region?
Thank you so much. Being in a capital is an achievement. Being this project being cited at the is going to break not even the sanity of the place, but it's also another development. Because this facility that you are seeing, development. Because last week, when I visited them here, when they were doing the construction, it's about 52 people were here from Damongo and were here working. It's a lot of achievement and development that is going to bring to this municipality and Ghana.
Let's talk about the extent to which waste is an issue here in Damongo and beyond, in terms of the whole Savannah region. What's the situation with waste management?
The situation about management, so far as the edifice is going to bring a lot of this thrown out. It's going to get leather component and other is going to be here. Our main throwing all over recycle in the municipality.
So, Kweku, we are speaking to the MC of Damongo, Karim, and he's bringing up briefings of this particular composite. Stay with me for now, and the impact that to have on the community, first of all, the Damongo community, and essentially the entire Savannah region. Let me come back to you to find out. President Akufo-Addo is visiting your region 2 days. He started today, continue tomorrow. I know that you have been to the earlier on he went to the Yaponra, and now he is at the composting site. On the ceremony today, do you have any idea how many people are going to be employed in this facility as far as your region is concerned?
Actually, I can't give you the accurate figure that to bring employment into our people. But you can see that it's a very big facility. Less than 100 people to work at this. It's going to bring a lot of.
One of the important things for such compost plants is receiving of their raw materials that they need to be able to process them. Do you have any idea? And this question I would ask the people from the but I just want to find out from you if you have any idea of any plan within your municipality to ensure that you will be able to feed this facility with all the raw materials such as the rubber, the paper, the sachet water and all that. Is there any plan your outfit to get these raw materials being fed into this facility?
Actually, what you have asked is right, but this may be the management of the facility impact and the development that is going to bring within our people. I know eventually that people will be employed automatically. They'll be employed into the facility, but by and large, the number and the capacity that it will bring, it may depend the management of this facility. They can best tell us about the volume.
Let's talk about your municipality. What the that you said, you would say
water situation, which other people used to call us that Nchumunta is going to be the thing of the past. God willing, by September, everything is going to start kicking by measures into the country. So the major problem in Damongo is our water situation. I'm telling you that by September, this project is going to kick-start and it's going to be a thing of the past for this municipality.
What project is it that you are talking about, if you are minded?
That is about water project. That water project. So this is the only thing that is going to take place. That's the only major problem in Damongo.
All right. So the area of Damongo telling us that one of the major challenges they have here is water. This indicates a plan to deal with the water situation here in Damongo. I know it's a little difficult hearing me, but I'll try to get you to hear me. But let's conversation on from situation. Since you becoming MCA of this particular municipality, bring us to speed of the major projects that you have executed in this municipality.
Thank you so much. If you look at, I'm coming from the Ghana Health Service. I'm a health staff by profession before being appointed. If you look at the educational sector, one of the vocational schools, it is under construction now, which is to enhance a lot of vocational activities to imply into the. It is ongoing. If you look at our health sector, 3 cheap campuses have been built. Third one, the fourth one is ongoing. If you go to one village we call Kudendilempa, it has been handed over, it has been started. If you go to another community we call Mognori, it's also ongoing, That one has completed and we handed over to the Ghana Health Service. It is under operation. That is the educational sector and the health sector. These are if you look at our agri sector, that is which is also ongoing to support our farmers within the municipality. So if you look at our water situation, last year 10 boreholes have been constructed across under the leadership of our MP lawyer Abu Jinapo, and the municipality, the assembly also contributed another 7 boreholes within the catchment area. If you go to Nabori, there is 1. If you go to Mimpia Sem, there is 1. If you go to Kidendilempa, there is 1. If you go to Sumaila Kura, there is 1. So this is to sort out the water situation which people use in Chumunda to solve this problem. This is what is ongoing within the municipality to solve this situation and our educational sector and the health sector. This is what is ongoing.
Thank you very much, MC, for the Damongo municipality. Thank you, Karim, for speaking with us. So you in your shots, equipment been mounted here at the. Say that again. Yes. Thank you. So you are in your shot. You are watching visuals of the compost plants that are up here in Damongo, which President of the Republic Nana Addo has come. As I speak, where President Akufo-Addo is seated, there are some traditional performances that are going on. It's part of the tradition of the people here in Damongo to perform these activities whenever militaries and no public Nana Addo. And so those are the performances that are going on currently. In your see the architectural impression of this particular facility where we are. By another gentleman, and quickly I'll ask you to introduce yourself, your name and who you are.
My name is Musa Tindao, DC Northeast Gonja District, Palibi.
Okay. So we've been joined by the DC of Northeast Gonja District. All right. Thank you very much for joining us. How is this? How is this compost plant, which has been built here in Damongo, going to your people?
Actually, let me thank the Republic of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, for this fantastic initiative. One of the promises that the government made, and these are real job creation, because this composite is not going to only process or recycle our compost, but it will also employ a lot of people, and that will help to mop up some of the excess unemployed youth that we have in the system. So for us, in fact, it's a dream come true and it's a promise fulfilled.
Indeed. All right. So the MC, the DC, I should say, is saying that this composite plant is going to create some jobs for people in his district and also in other districts here in the Savannah region. But let me ask you quickly, from what are the urgent needs by projects that they require? Your colleague from West Gonja indicates that the water situation here is what is of paramount importance to them. In your, what is the most important issue?
Yes, actually, first is we have a lot of health issues. If you are aware, my district is one of the new districts in 2019 of challenges when it was created. But thankful to His Excellency, we are beneficiary of the Agenda 111. So at least we believe that the issue of the health situation would have been curtailed. Then we are also fortunate. We are now having what we call it our district assembly building that is also coming up. A lot of projects are coming up. Educational facilities are coming up. But water still remains the biggest challenge for my district. Indeed, we have tried, but we realized that the water table at my area, that is Northeast Gonja district, is very low. So things like boreholes and then dams are not helping, because during the dry season, they dry up. Fortunately, in the Savannah region, we have this natural water, which we call surface water, that is not finished. So in my area like this, we have not less than 6 of them. So right now, we are thinking that instead of going in for the groundwater, which is not available, why not use the surface water, which normally stays throughout the year, process it and send it to the community. So the government bought into it, and currently we are piloting one at Libby in my district. We are hoping that once that one becomes successful, then we'll replicate it in the other parts of the district. waters remain one of the number one challenges facing my district, and we are doing something about it.
Indeed. All right. So we've been speaking to the CEO of the Northeast Gonja district here in the Savannah region, and he's also corroborating what his colleague from the Gonja West indicated, which has to do with water situation. They've also been talking about the compost plant, which is being commissioned today by the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, which is the ceremony for which we are here. As I speak with you, the performances that are supposed to be done by the traditional men here have come to an end, and you can see the chiefs are welcoming President Akufo-Addo to this gathering, and then processes will kickstart. So tell us, the Northeast Gonja district, after this, is this project, is this commencing work immediately? From what?
Yes, from what I know, they are almost done. So once the commission is done, then the work will commence. In fact, I want to use this media to thank the President. Indeed, when the coronavirus started, His Excellency the President made a very profound statement. He said he doesn't know how to bring life back, dead people back to life, but at least he knows how to bring the economic back. And for me, this is the practical bringing the economy back. Because we've been talking about import substitution industry. This is a typical one. Because some time ago, it would have been white people who will come and be putting up this. Today, we have our own citizen, a Ghanaian, okay, born and bred, who has come out with this initiative and got supporting. And for me, this is the way forward. If this one succeeds and we replicate it in all the regions, believe me, the employment it is going to create, and the waste, we have a lot of problem with waste. For me, this is going to help a lot already. I don't remember the last time cholera case was reported. Okay, I believe that when these ones are spread all over, then cholera can become a thing of the past, because all the waste, both liquid and hard, everything would have been brought to this particular site to be produced there. So what it means is that the hard currency that we'll be using in importing some of these commodities will be produced here. Therefore, the future is bright for Ghana.
Indeed. So Kweku, I've been speaking with the Northeast Gonja District Chief Executive. Remember, I've asked you about how this project is going to influence your people locally, and you've talked about job creation issues and all the opportunities that it brings and all that. So thank you very much for us. We're bringing you a live coverage of Akufo-Addo's commissioning of the compost plant here, waste management compost plant at Damongo in the Savannah region, as part of his two-day tour of the Savannah region. This tour, obviously, we know by now, began in the Upper West region. For 2 days, President Akufo-Addo was there. He came down to the Savannah region yesterday and began his visit today by calling on the Yagbonra, and subsequently went to the RCC building, which is under construction. Also, there in place the NIIA. And currently, President is at site of the Damongo compost plant, where he's going to perform the commissioning. We are told that once this project is commissioned, it will start operation and will be receiving waste products from all over this particular region and probably beyond, and make sure that it processes them into various products. We've seen some of the products that is going to be processed into. We've seen fertilizers, several other kind of things. In terms of products, really, is paper, rubber, the rubber issues, a very major we are dealing with as a country. This compost plant has the capacity to absorb them, process them, and turn them into several products that can be of use as far as products are concerned. So, Kweku, I know you can hear me with this live coverage to our listeners. Very soon, I'll be engaging other personalities who are here in gathered for purposes of so that they can ask their perspectives. I'm being now joined by a very well-dressed, beautiful lady who has joined us right now. Madam, tell us your name and who you are.
My name is Alele Veronica Hemen. I'm the District Chief Executive of Bole. Those who pick the plants and bring them and go here, they will make some living out of it, and it will make the town tidy as well. I have done sanitation before, where I was a sanitation officer, and this is one of a kind.
Savannah region. Okay, so I can see that you're obviously happy about the project, but quickly bring us up to speed on Bole specific as a district. How far is that from here to Damongo?
Bole is only 1 hour drive from here. 1 hour. When we were in the northern region, it took us 2.5 hours. Now it's only 1 hour. So Damongo, anything in Damongo is in Bole as well. That is it.
So are you suggesting that it is possible for persons to live your district in Bole to come and work here at this facility, Damongo, and go back?
People are already working in Damongo as sanitation. We already have people from. So now that the journey is short, why not? I need a lot of my people to come and work here. A lot of my women. Why not? As easy as that. It's when they come. So this one is only 1 hour.
Okay, so in your district, Bole, tell us what is the major challenge that you have that you think needs to be addressed?
The challenge is that I have got these skips and I've got dumping sites. It costs lots of money to clear the rubbish. It costs us lots of money, lots of going in and out, calling to get a skip onto the dump. Just recently, last week, I cleared the dump for almost 10,000 rubbish. So my challenge has just been actually done here, because we will start sorting before it gets here. And if we sort, what is left? It's left with only the black soil, which our people can come and take and go and do fertilizer for their farm. Now there's a fertilizer plant here, there's everything here. So I see how happy we are in Damongo here today. Everybody excited.
Okay. Before I let you go, people are watching you on live television all over the country, and I'm sure when you leave here, they are going to tell you they saw you and all that. But what are some of the beautiful, attractive things you think are in Bole that people all over Ghana should come to Bole to come and see?
Come and see Savannah. Come, see our smokes. See the beautiful smokes we have in Ghana. You have seen nothing yet. They are different. We always want to showcase Savannah. We show our smokes. We show the beautiful ladies. We show everything in Savannah. This is Savannah region. This is the gateway to Savannah. This is beautiful Savannah region. Everything is here. Everything is in Savannah region. We have the land, we have the smokes, we have the salt, We have the Molly Game Reserve. I cannot finish. Come, invest in Savannah region. Come and see what Savannah can give to the world.
Okay, Veronica, thank you very much for speaking to us. Veronica is the District Chief Executive for Bole, and he joined us to bring her perspectives to this whole discussion. So thank you. We are going to be joined by officials from RICOP about the quality of the project, what it is going to do and what it's capable of doing and what it's not capable of doing. They will tell us about their expansion plans and their agenda. This project is concerned, and so this is a production of the Ministry of Information as far as the President of the Republic's travels in the whole of Ghana. And I've been joined by the officials now. Let me come in between you so that we can chat. First of all, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourselves, because we are on national television. People want to know who we are talking to. So let me start with you.
I'm for FEDEM's lead consultant for this project.
You are the lead consultant.
Lead consultant. That's FEDEM's Limited.
Okay, so Felix is from FEDEM. Okay, your name?
I'm Michael Padituo.
Please say that again.
Michael Padituo. I'm the MD of Accra Composting Plant, also as the head of the agriculture.
Okay, so let me get you are Michael. All right, so I'll refer to you as Michael. All right, and then say.
My name is Samuel Intumi. I'm the general manager for Commissiong Compost and Recycling Plant, and we are here to offer support. We run a similar plant.
Okay, so I have Samuel, I have for television and for
From our homes.
You've been watching live pictures from Damongo, where the president is expected to commission the Damongo Integrated Recycling Compost Plant. That ceremony has just begun, and you've been watching live pictures from the facility or the project site. Wilberforce Osari has been speaking to some district chief executives as well as officials who are managers of the facility. We will take you back for more on that particular coverage. Wilberforce is speaking to managers and officials of the facility. They're giving us general background information about this facility, the number of jobs that people are going to, or the number of jobs that are going to be created out of this particular project, as well as also all the other relevant information about this particular project. Wilberforce Osari is our man on the ground. He's engaging officials and other personalities at this particular ceremony. Remember, this is day one of the president's working tour of the Savannah region. The president will be in the region for another day, which is tomorrow. And so stay tuned here on this channel. We are bringing you live coverage. We're bringing you live updates on all his engagements as part of our special coverage of the president's regional tours. This production is live on a number of TV. I'm sure you're watching us on GTV right now. You're watching us on Metro TV, Adum TV, City TV, Wontumi TV, Movement TV, Netu TV, Asasi Radio, and of course on the Ministry of Information Facebook page. We have more coming up right here. Do stay with us, because when we return, we'll take you back to Damongo, where the president will be commissioning that project, which is the Integrated Recycling and Compost Plant, very shortly. Do stay with us. We'll be back with more. Stay with us. All right, so let's go back to Damongo right now for the live feed of the ceremony to commission the integrated recycling and compost plant, which will be commissioned by President Akufo-Addo. Currently, the Minister for Roads and Highways, Commissiong, is addressing the gathering. Don't forget the President will be speaking at the ceremony as well. Let's cross over now and bring you the live feed from Damongo.
Different projects in this region. A total road network of Savannah is about 3,500 kilometers. And I want to assure the people of this region that the government is keeping a close eye on your road network. And between now and 2024, you yourself will be living witnesses of the major upliftment that is going to happen on your roads. To bring my road brief to an end, let me respond on behalf of the President to the request made by the Yabonra about certain specific road projects. I want to assure Yabonra, our distinguished chiefs here present, and the people of this region that all the roads mentioned have been taken care of. There has been an MOU signed to secure funding between the government, represented by Ministry of Roads and Highways, and a company called MSSZ, to construct the Damongo Bori Road, 2, to upgrade Bupe to Kotiti to Damongo Road, 3, under that program, there's going to be an asphalt overlay between Bamboy and Solar Road. And again, we are going to upgrade and bring to asphaltic level the road between Fufuso and Solar. And this road has had a checkered history. And if you may allow me a second to talk about it. Fufuso Solar Road was completed in 2015. And in less than 3 years, the road had completely deteriorated. It shows the poor work done at that time. We have carried one major repair on that road. That is why we have included it in this program. And I want to assure you that the project, when delivered, is going to stand the test of time. So the deteriorated state of the Fufuso Solar Road is going to be tackled, and in no time you are going to see work on it to reinstate that road and to bring it to shape to serve the good people of this region. So a lot is being done for this region in the road sector, and it will continue. So continue to give your support to President Akufo-Addo's government. Continue to support the New Patriotic Party, because we are bringing the goodies to you in all sectors, and we are going to make sure that you get your fair and adequate share of the road sector. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you. We are grateful. Asankushung Akrama, the next person to speak, growing up actually wanted to be a pilot or a marine engineer, but nature redirected him into sanitation and issues of waste management. From a village in the eastern region, found himself on the streets of Accra selling exercise books, and today he is a successful businessman and his company has over 32 subsidiaries. I met him last night and I observed one thing. Whoever he meets, he will leave you with three things: a firm handshake, a beautiful smile, and a deep bow. That is the gentleman I'm about to introduce. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the CEO of Jospon Group of Companies, Dr. Joseph Sian Ejapon.
Your Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, the Overlord of Gonja Land, duly represented by His Royal Majesty Bupera Jinapor II, the Vice President of the Savannah Regional House of Chiefs, Honorable Ministers of State, eminent clergy, members of parliament, metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives, members of board of directors from various agencies and ministries, distinguished hard-working staff of Jospon Group of Companies, friends from the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is with great respect and humility that I warmly welcome Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, to this event as part of your tour of the Savannah region. Your Excellency, on 16th October 2020, you carried out shortcutting of various recycling and compost plants across the country, one of which is the compost recycling plant located here in Damongo today. And you humbly tasked the Jospon Group to see to its construction. Your Excellency, today I humbly report that the one in Damongo is fully completed and ready for operation. Your Excellency, global events of today points to your visionary leadership when you supported the establishment of a composting plant which have the capacity to produce fertilizer. Little did we know that there would be a Russia-Ukrainian war. As we all know, the war has had serious consequences on fertilizer imports. The capacity to foresee problems and respond appropriately to them with boldness of vision is the mark of a good leadership like President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Your Excellency, you have adequately demonstrated this, and this is what has brought us here today. We are here today and in a position to solve a fertilizer problem. Indeed, as a leader with foresight, you saw the problem early, and today we are benefiting from it. Your Excellency, we have to be appreciative to your visionary leadership, your passion and dedication to the environmental sanitation sector and the private sector development that have ensured Ghana as ahead of most developing countries when it comes to innovation and creating of solutions that deal with sanitation challenges. And ladies and gentlemen, I humbly want to just announce that to His Excellency the President's achievement since his tenure of office in 2016, he has achieved 16 medical waste treatment plants, 16 recycling and wastewater plants, and 16 composting and recycling plants. So within his tenure of almost 6 years, he has established 38 treatment plants. You are a visionary leader, and that is stated by Laurie Amos, that a great leader is one who sees more than others sees, one who sees further than others sees, and one who sees before others do. Your Excellency, for Ghana's 30 million population, the waste generated daily is 21,428 metric tons. This according to the World Bank and environmental analysis. Also, plastic waste generated is about 3,000 tons. And I'm humbly speaking about daily waste generated. Against this background, the Damongo compost and recycling plant is poised to play a major role in our waste management efforts, especially in the Savannah region. It will be a hub for waste haulage from the following areas: Bupe, Daboya, Bole, Damongo, Sola, Tuna, Kaba. The Damongo Area Corp can process 400 tons of municipal solid waste daily. The plant can produce 200 tons of compost, being 4,000 bags of compost, 50 kilograms daily. It can also recover 56 tons of plastic daily. In terms of job creation, there will be about 200 direct jobs for this facility as soon as His Excellency the President commission it and start work. 200 direct jobs and another 300 direct jobs, those who will be haulaging the waste from the various districts to this center. In plastic recycling and organic fertilizer value chain, this to me is a significant contribution to the employment situation in the Savannah region. It is worthy to know that the plant will also serve as a research and a technical center for industry and academia. Before I humbly take my seat, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to express my profound appreciation to Honorable Cecilia Abenadapa, the Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, for her unflinching support. We are also grateful to the Minister for Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, Honorable Damboche, the Minister for Land and Natural Resources, Honorable Lawyer Abujinapo, the Savannah Regional Minister, Honorable Said Mazu Jebel, members of Parliament, Parliamentary Select Committee on Sanitation, Environment and Local Government, MMDCs, the overlord of Damongo and the chiefs, religious leaders, and the people of Damongo for their support, their prayers, their effort, their concern for making this plant a success. And then also finally, also to the project team, contractors, consultants, Maripuna Construction Company, FEDEMS, engineers, artisans, suppliers, and all. Your Excellency, we want to thank you very much for your innovative and dreams and ideas that is developing Ghana as a whole. And I humbly at this juncture want to let us have a short video of the processing of this plant. God bless you and thank you.
In 2020, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, toured the 16 regions of the country to cut the sod for the construction of 16 integrated recycling and compost plants across the regions of the country. On October 16, 2020, the Savannah region, Damongo, where we are gathered today, witnessed the sod cutting ceremony to commence work on the construction of the waste treatment facility, a show of commitment by the Akufo-Addo-led government to foster strong partnerships with the private sector, and specifically with the Jospong group of companies, in tackling waste management issues faced by the country. Since the commencement of the project here in Damongo, the ongoing construction works have created several direct and indirect jobs for the youth and people of Damongo and surrounding communities. The plant is set up to receive, sort, process and recycle municipal solid waste to produce organic compost for agronomic purposes in the sub-region. with some of the plants also possessing a medical waste treatment facility to treat and safely dispose of medical waste. Other recoverable materials of the recycling process, which include plastics and metal scraps, will serve as input materials for the steel and plastic manufacturing sectors. Your Excellency, we are also happy to report that in the northern sector of the country, the sites situated in Tamale, Nalarigu, Wa and Bolga have reached advanced stages of construction and setup. In Nalarigu, the plants have been fully installed and undergoing finishing works to make it totally complete as being witnessed here today. In the Upper West region, Wa, the construction has been completed and awaiting installation of machinery. Tamale is at a considerable stage in its setup of bunkers to receive the installation of the plant thereafter, whereas Bolgatanga is still at the early stages of civil construction. Similar progress is being achieved in the other regions, which also await your eventual visit and commissioning soon. These plants are well underway in their establishment across all the 16 regions of the country in a purposive attempt to consolidate the gains Ghana has made in environmental sustainability through innovative solutions to waste challenges in the country. This show of commitment and dedication emphasizes the belief that Ghana is on course to having some of the cleanest cities in Africa. The management and staff of the Jospon Group of companies, including Zoom Lion Ghana Limited and its partners, wish to express our profound gratitude to you, Your Excellency, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for your visionary leadership and personal support to the environmental sanitation sector and private sector development over the past years. We also wish to thank Honorable Cecilia Abena-Dapa, Minister of Sanitation and Water Resources, who has been a strong backbone, and the Member of Parliament, Honorable Samuel Abu-Jinapo. To the Regional Minister, we say a big thank you for your support. The chiefs, elders, we thank you very much for releasing the lands and providing the necessary support to ensure that the people of Damongo and the Savannah region have a cleaner and healthier environment, while at the same time creating jobs and decent livelihoods for the teeming youth of the Savannah region.
Thank you. Asana Gushun, and Samatsane, our region, now Anibuku Bumfasa Keke, Northern Ghana, Savannah region, Daulapia, Aloge, Binjanda Mission and Palano, and Sir Nano Addo Dankwa government, and the Jospon Group of companies. We are grateful. The next gentleman I want to introduce, Mr. President. I think the people of Savannah have thanked you severally for so many things that you have done for us. But there is something I want to draw your attention to today and then express to you how grateful we are. We want to first of all thank you for adopting one of our own, nurturing him and blessing his life, because today he's a blessing to so many people. After blessing his life, you gave him a ministry that takes care of heaven and earth. And today, because of that ministry, I am speaking based on proximity, based on where I'm from Northern Ghana. Today, because of that ministry, if you meet any big Northerner, any big man or big woman from Northern Ghana, if you ask them, where do you work? If they don't tell you they are CEOs or Deputy CEO of Land Commission, they will tell you that they are with their Mineral Commission. They will tell you that they are with the, all the commission. In fact, we are all commissioners as we stand here. Just last week, I got an appointment, but I declined because it's just getting too much. We are grateful to you, Mr. President, for nurturing Honorable Samuel Lawyer Abu-Jinapo and giving him that great ministry. Thank you so much.
The Member of Parliament for Damongo constituency, elders say that a child
that washes his hands well dines with the elders. In fact, Your Excellency, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the people of Savannah region never doubted lawyer Samuel Abu-Jinapor because he associates himself with His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. The coming into the Damongo constituency of lawyer Samuel Abu-Jinapor has brought tremendous blessings to the lives of the people of the Damongo constituency and Savannah region as a whole. Some people said that when lawyer comes to Damongo and becomes the MP, he will run away literally without coming back. But lawyer Samuel Abu-Jinapor has been the member of parliament that has kept touch with the grassroots and has kept touch with his people since his appointment as the Deputy Chief of Staff and his election as the Member of Parliament. Those days, we didn't have a contact point where we could contact our Member of Parliament. Lawyer Abu-Jinapor has created an ultramodern office where the people of Damongo constituency can get easy access to the office of the Member of Parliament, where they can lay their complaints to him. Lawyer Abu-Jinapor coming into Damongo constituency has seen a lot of development in terms of education. He has built schools. He built an ultramodern school at Mimpiasem. Lawyer Samuel Abu-Jinapor on health. He recently donated computers to the Damongo Nursing Training College. Lawyer Samuel Abu-Jinapor, a great son of the land. It is not for nothing that the people of Damongo calls him Amasagban, Amatuamo, a great son of the land. Lawyer Abu-Jinapor.
Mr. President, Jira Bupeura, Savannah Regional Minister and colleague Ministers of State, CEO of Jospon Group of Companies, Savannah Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Burebi, Ngbanche, Buche, Mpebiana. So, Mesa Nanchurobin ke Anke Kaba Gama Bas Demteka Namba Gamare. Ntam Bashir Anyebo Kadebo Uruto Ambe Chorbenega Andre ne President Akufo-Addo ne be rudema bo punto fe mo akabo rudema bo punto dema wan ka won fiare President Kekeme na be desim fe ne karachi nkuso President Akufo-Addo Mwalo President wona afara ale President Faranko ber region fe nkanga maye desi region ko kgbonfuk poteso mbombo shunfe amso ndre jira ne bure bi bala brakataso ankata Ghana bo President ne desin kareche kabra bi nan desin fe poechefo nkanyo chipurare na anyene President na ya chorye gbowura anka ya chorye gbowura nye gboro takapandi ense President Akufo-Addo funa kaba ki President ye gboro bulembu to kabra kaba rukumto jakpa palace akaba rukumtena kuma danso ala kono eko anyo asa ana enu ehye esunu buruwa ala kono no President na beruri jakpa palace so kuma ngini jirima gbangbangi wono President Akufo-Addo ko nso ye bonwura nsike gbanye bunumo ko boso twaso asenmo abishafo mona bofoso konyosopo jira chipurare president Nankoso in ye Kenny Oshuwa ne bo shun eshidima bo puntin fe ne mo bu ne mu ma na so no baro tumu Oshuwa ne bo na bi shun gomina bi shun eshi Savannah region fe ama mesana kugbanye ke kenyam ne Savannah region ke kabrmare bi pour no ngbanye bu buru bala hormoto kabre Savannah region ake baki kusukolu na Gonjaland baki kusukoli anka chinin fiare nkpankpan won fe ndara won fe mfafar won fe mo won fe ngurushi won fe belfo won fe anka nyamba kiba sukoli ama kusuni mesana ambuka gbonfuna ka kanta ambon firin yile so alafune yegboro kuraba so bejeman so ambu yegbonwura na ambu buwuru ka fara akole angbagba bakaba ntale mbafu yegboro tuntumbo borasa ni bi puru anaka ka yileto na kwa manlenyi regina kaba na kugbonfuo na anyina anyemanye kom jiga kaba na ta esempa abambo fulaso common minister for local government ba malgana minister for roads magba ba malga kataka krambu ko bon kuma ga kushunguta ketelefi bu ko bon kuma ga kushunguta nanta oshun na kusunke binta manshi bin bamba ka ba ototo kuma ga kushunguta kabawo na anyina ketamfani gbongbo na ba kabrefi ekeni kwa na chipurare ndo na gba na beka kikumu kadna kumuso aso temtenebo porondon alono ne STEM University Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics University ne ke be dema bo puntun fe ne ke be Savannah region fe along ne secondary schools 21st century secondary schools kokobebu busunu kokoti ve secondary school be salaga along on the Damongo port kofuluon ku chuare man vice president yo na nta kotokoro nweka sawure ne Damongo port beba amuso kusuna mbesina kema epina alafone kugbonfuo na kumfinna anyim mfiri kun kanya nyanso kugbonfuo ne president Akufo-Addo tansi kugbanye na amantansanye kanya nyanso bipura jira buru bi gafreche me kolokona kagbanye gbagba alama bipuru tenkere mo ne be alama ni bipuru jina po mo ne be lema bipuru chelmpoloma mo ne be lema bipuru jina po wona tasaka brare mo ke bi alama ko sono ke ben jeje ka gbanye abor be gafra mara bu jina po nan kan solo ko be ka gbanye funfe kelumbusun gbangbo na soloma manji ko de karman chema maribete mpuchin kange man kankun gbagba kusuwo ni president Akufo-Addo mu gomina shunsen gbanye enfenuare gomina ke kemu Ghana to since independence ni busuno kusuna enchaka gbanye monchop wana akama na be sha amintan karga akpana amintan karga SCPT amintan karga imbi ka krambu ko bon amintan karga kusun ke besen branti kusun amintan karga kusun ke bin long ka ba to so bi chebe ka ba to anyi beten karga na nta ka bonfo ntam badanganyo so ni jirma ma ba namba bolok so ka brefo yin kulek ma ne fu kan ka gbanyal fo fu si Savannah region akuma be kan na kurum te barakala abor alon se fo amoso jira bure bi kusun misan kolbe nyal fune ombo aka bo mo kamalga ombo wa obi dowa doni bi ayase ba shafo faga be shamu manna gomina faranko na kaba ngbanye bo fuluso manna mara fara le minister ngbanye bo fuluso boko mbanyo faka kufumbi anyo ne fota bombo nyona yeko kwanto nsakma malfa nsakma akurabo dede adiya mo kosoboya adama agbaya mo akoli takibian mbrfa toto karate so abiden robuto mbonyanfo funefin kebi mfushungi monde akuma akaya mo ata kablanku keke na kabla keke ntan yite chima ntan yekuma se mfunji lonchen don fifinu gba kuma umu Fifin Mufumu. A table for now launchina. And be a new number. Ada Mesa Kukrabo, Ada Mesa Kukrabo, Ada Mesa Capetiare, Ada Mesa Capetiare. Akwana Kafo, I want to fit a Kukrabo in your sopo, and Damosa. Amoso, Kuluana and the Kulbina Fene. Kokuluana and the Kulbina Fene. Benyata Kebo, Kobunya, Namukusum, and Tam Pekabawata. Bunuma Nakanga, Jamon Bulonga, Jamon Bodona Napiamo. Borma bam bakanyo so no fu munu no fu koso no ko bon wor poto pinfun borba am so anka wor kono koli. Mr. President, the good people of Savannah region and the Damongo constituency are very grateful for your visit. And out of your numerous visits to the Savannah region and out of your numerous encounters with the Savannah region, one thing has become abundantly evident, which is that the government of President Akufo-Addo has a plan for this country, Ghana. And for that matter, the Akufo-Addo government has a plan for northern Ghana. And so is it that the Akufo-Addo government has a plan for the Savannah region. Nothing is done in isolation. Whatever is done fits into the master plan of developing our country, of developing northern Ghana, and for that matter, developing the Savannah region. The reorganization and decentralization policy that the Akufo-Addo government executed beginning from 2017 to date, which was under a major pillar of the Akufo-Addo government's vision and master plan and program for this country. The pillar of governance was not done in isolation. A lot has been said already, but for those of us who were born and bred in the Savannah region, if you gain admission to Tamale Secondary School and you had to travel from Choro or Juku or the hinterlands of Gonjaland to attend school in Tamale Secondary School, you will see the importance of the policy of Akufo-Addo of reorganization, decentralization, and governance of northern Ghana. So the president is reorganized northern region. And here in Savannah region, the president government, Akufo-Addo's government, is putting in place very important and strategic building blocks to unleash prosperity for the people of Savannah region. I'll just name three. Education. When you want development for a community, you must enhance the human resource capital, human resource capability of that community. And across board, the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics University, which is being built in the Savannah region right here in Damongo, is one of such pillars. So is it that the Technical Vocational Educational Training Institute, which is being built in Salaga, is another. So is it also that the 21st Secondary School, which is going to be built in Bushinu, is another pillar of this educational program of the Akufo-Addo government, which is a part of the master plan. Healthcare across board. Daboya Agenda 111, Regional Hospital here in Damongo, District Hospital in Bupe, and then when you come to water, Yape water, Damongo inshallah is going to get water. And when you come to roads, that one is unprecedented. Across board, the Savannah region is being opened up for agricultural development. And the second, the Report, who's the vice president, cut short for $450 million investment. The Report, which is going to see to 1,000-acre industrial park in Yape, and it's going to see the development of the petrochemical storage industry in Bupe, and it's going to become the next center of transportation of cargo between southern Ghana and northern Africa, not northern Ghana, from northern Ghana to Burkina Faso to Mali and to Niger. Work is commenced, and when completed, it is going to unleash such unseen enterprise and prosperity and progress and forward march for the people of Debret and for the people of Savannah. So, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, the point I want to make is that yes, in our country, Ghana, in Africa and the world, we are all grappling with all kinds of problems, and we are all very familiar with them, and we are not oblivious of them.
But the truth remains, and the truth should be told, that in Ghana, in northern Ghana and Savannah region in particular, President Akufo-Addo's achievements and interventions in all sectors of our life, whether agriculture, health, education, women emancipation, what have you, the development is truly and totally unprecedented. And I said it in Gonja, that if anybody were to challenge me, let us begin to count. We can count the road networks that this government has done, and the single road network that the previous government did in the whole of northern region, which is the Fufuso Solar Road, and which is also deteriorating as we speak, or educational infrastructure or health infrastructure. The record is just unmatched, and the record is truly, truly impressive. So, Gerard Bupeura, members of the Savannah Regional House of Chiefs, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor once again, on the 9th occasion, this is the 9th official working visit of President Akufo-Addo as a sitting president of Ghana. He's visited the Savannah region since he became president 9 good times, official visits 9 good times. It's my singular honor to introduce to you and to call upon to address this gathering a man I consider to be one of our own. Savannah region is the home of President Akufo-Addo. President Akufo-Addo is a Savannah man. He's a Gonja lander. He's our brother, he's our father, he's our grandfather, he's our uncle, he's our everything. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, and the creator and governor, true governor of the Savannah region, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Ani pejana me malama kalama ndinga na na yese me ma wakwa ba wa Savannah wa ba yenim de ebeka kire obiem fufuo na wo pa ya wo bia ma wo bonku ya ka bia ma wo de aka no enche bia na na se wo be ma wo baba akọ na wo de aka ho wo kwa na wo de akọ wo de gonja hene ebe sa ba ha ya ba ka ho abadu na na ya da wasi si wala la la abudo man ka fe wora abuji na po ka anfutu to fisha fu mo fu na suledo fudo man ka fe wora fu mo futu to suledo man ka fe wora bo me ma ya ma sa fu nyi ku otu fu si wala la la ta wora ka ya fe yunda fu fe ka ya na yo antutu bu pu wuru wonne menye ka anka mu ekena kumuma ba wota ne ya ga bu kumuli kuru ana sene me ma yondo na mon ba teresa parti dro chirisio chirija uchira potro uchirisio abu akwo ntrofi wugo ne so atodro besa ti wura la ga fata wuro silinye mon ba tere ba sa bedi agoro Allahu akbaru chama kalmoni ya chama du all keni nana upedi obeye juma ni yiyi ama wa kalmoni ya wo abuji na po wo jibril wo ye beye ne de ba me ba ye ma huro po nkurma madafo ba ko pe oba ye ne wa anti ya me kura asifo bala chabar baba ka bu ya kalmu nda nya me ya mu klade minya ya ka me kama dia che emra no so ko bebre nana dia waye no ye ni so ye dase na dia aka no na do so fama ye na yenje na yenkuta ya kwa ne bebre ye da so pebi ye pensu ya no ye bebi bia ye so wona wo be ye nana ye ma ye na yenko nana mrate ne bebre wo wa ma abu wa ma ye juma bebre na so mrate ne bi da so wo ho ye da so sere bebre pa mayo boche fe wala la fata woro sininyi nana mema umo mema wakwaba
That's right. The clergy, Christian and Muslim, Savannah Regional Minister, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, and Member of Parliament for Damongo, and other dignitaries of the government, the third National Vice Chairperson of the ruling MPP party, regional chairperson and dignitaries of the ruling MPP party, the district chief executive for Damongo, the vice president of the Savannah Regional House of Chiefs, Bupewura, and the other distinguished traditional rulers and members of the the Regional House of Chiefs. Fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to be back here again in Damongo and in the Savannah region. As you are all aware, every year I've made it my practice to leave the confines of my office in Jubilee House to visit each of the 16 regions of the country, because I want to see for myself the developments that are taking place in the various regions. Receiving reports about what is going on and seeing for yourself what is going on are not the same thing. And that is why year after year I come to see for myself what is going on. It also allows me the opportunity to listen to what the chiefs and people have to say about their concerns, and therefore what I, as head of government, need to do to address those concerns. One thing that stands out for me is that since the creation of our region, this region has been relatively peaceful. And I want to thank chiefs and the security agencies for working together to ensure that. Because of his concern for the peace of this region, the Yabonwura set up a small committee of eminent chiefs to deal with chieftaincy-related conflicts in the region. This committee was led by my good friend and senior, the Bupewura, and virtually all the chieftaincy problems in the Savannah region have now been resolved as a result of his leadership. We want to thank him for this show of leadership. And it shows that the Savannah region is ready for development. And that is why the infrastructure and other initiatives that government is taking on here in Savannah is now finding fertile ground. We have seen the asphalting of the town roads of Damongo. It's never been done before, but it has been done now. And Damongo is at peace, and the region is at peace. Salaga and Daboya roads are also in the process of being done. And it is our intention, and you heard it from the roads minister, to make sure that the entire region's road infrastructure is fully developed. I'm happy also to be able to say that before the end of this year, the Damongo water project will have begun. Bywater Company, which has been awarded the contract, is in the process of completing the processes in England that would enable it to start work by the end of this year. So that the cutting of the soil that took place in 2019, finally in 2022, we will see the beginning of the construction of the waterworks that will resolve the problems of Damongo. Minister for Local Government also indicated that this West Gonja municipality is going to be a beneficiary of the World Bank-supported program for the secondary city project. It is going to add additional development and infrastructure to this area. One of the major problems our country has had has been the issue of waste collection and waste disposal. It's been a perennial problem for our country. But fortunately for me, in my time, I came across a man who was prepared to partner with government to deal with the question of waste disposal in our country. And it has been one of the highlights of my government, the partnership that the government has made with the Jospon Group of companies, headed by its executive chairman, Joseph Ajipon. We have in each region of the country, as he indicated, established waste collection facilities and reconversion. And that is what has brought us here today, to commission the one of Damongo that I cut the soil for in October 2020. 2 years later, in August 2022, we're now ready to begin work. And we want to thank the Jospon Group of companies, and especially this outstanding private entrepreneur, this businessman, Joseph Siao Ajipon, for his contribution to the development of our country. And I've said it before, and I'll repeat it. Any serious businessman that has a program for development in his sector and is seeking the partnership and assistance of government, this government, Nana Addo Dankwa's government, will give him that support and partnership for us to develop our country together. In the height of the COVID catastrophe, one fact became obvious to me, which really frightened me, was the fact that of the 260 districts in our country, nearly 100 of them did not have district hospitals, which meant that anytime we have a mass epidemic in Ghana, virtually half the population will be threatened without access to direct health services. And that is the origin of Agenda 111, whereby every district in Ghana that does not have a district hospital will now have a district hospital by the end of my period as president of this country. Tomorrow, I'll be going to Daboya to see the state of development of Agenda 111 District Hospital in Daboya. So in every district which doesn't have one, will now have one. Because we want now to strengthen our healthcare delivery system so that in future, if, God forbid, another mass epidemic breaks out, we will be better strengthened and empowered to deal with it. I'm very, very happy to have come here today and to have received this, what I can only describe as a tumultuous welcome by the people of Damongo and by their chiefs. It's a memory that will long live with me, and I want to thank the people of Damongo very much. And also to thank you for these very hard-working young men that you have given to me to work with me in my government. The regional minister, the deputy minister for health, I'm not quite sure fits the category of young men, but we will use the young man to describe him as well. And then, of course, the son of the Bupura, this extraordinary young man you have given to me to help me in my work. Abu, your son, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. I want that God continues to bless the people of Gonja land, the people of the Savannah region, and the people and the chiefs of Damongo and the surrounding areas. May the good Lord bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for that powerful speech. All right, all too soon we've come to the end of the program, and the closing prayer is next, and that will be said by the Tamale area head of the Church of Pentecost, Apostle Sylvester Ahin.
Shall we be on our feet as we pray? Please, shall we be on our feet as we pray? O Lord, our God, you are the possessor of all things. You alone created the universe. We are your handiwork, O Lord. We give reverence, we give thanks to your name. Father, as we bring the curtains down for this meeting on the recycling composition plant, we want to give thanks to you once again. We thank you for the life of our dear President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and his government.
All right, so you've been watching the live coverage of the commissioning of the integrated recycling and compost plant in Damongo. President Akufo-Addo addressed the gathering a while ago. He will be moving into the facility now to formally commission the facility. You also heard from the Chief Executive Officer of the Jospom Group of Company, Mr. Sianwe Japon, who gave details about the facility. And we understand this new project will create some 500 jobs, for direct jobs, I should say, for people in the area, meaning that there will be many indirect jobs. But the good thing is that 500 young men and women will benefit from this compost plant project in Damongo. Just to take you through a few of the president's key points in this presentation. The president mentioned the asphalting of inner city roads and said government was committed to upgrade the road infrastructure in the Savannah region. He also announced the commencement of works on the Damongo water project by the end of this year. President Akufo-Addo also stated that West Gonja district will be a beneficiary of the World Bank's secondary cities project. So these are key areas that the president referred to in his address a while ago at the commissioning or the ceremony to commission the integrated recycling and compost plant in Damongo. The president and his delegation, together with the town folks and the traditional leaders, will now be moving into the facility shortly to commission the facility. We'll take you through a tour. We'll take you into the facility on a tour for you to also have a feel of the mood in Damongo, as the people there are really excited and happy about the commissioning of this new facility. You're watching our special coverage of the President's Regional Tours, a production by the Ministry of Information, and also being watched live on a number of TV stations across the country. You're watching us live on GTV, we're on Metro TV, we're on City TV, we are on Wuntumi TV, Movement TV, Adum TV, Netu TV, Wezo TV, and of course on Asasi Radio. Let's cross over now to Wilberforce Asari, who is already in the facility. So Wilberforce, you have already seen the facility, you have a feel of it. Describe to us how special this facility is, even before the president and his team enters.
To where I am, and I see a knob over here that President Akufo-Addo is going to switch. Once he this knob, it will kickstart the entire factory process. I can see that the equipment are all set, and as soon as President presses the of and recycle, I believe that, and so Akufo-Addo is commissioning all set. An active demonstration of the processes that this facility is going to go through to product. The way carpet laid here, Vice President comes, will feel President Akufo-Addo in his address this afternoon here at the Damongo compost plant celebrated the peace that this Damongo for that, because of this there were a lot of of the region.
On your screen, there is the live pictures from the integrated recycling and compost plant, the new facility in the Damongo, if you like, the capital of Savannah region, Damongo, where President Akufo-Addo will soon be commissioning this project. So workers of the facility, as you can see, are standing by the facility and are ready to demonstrate how it works to the president and his team when they enter the facility after commissioning the facility, just to have a feel of how the whole facility or the whole project will work. We're told this new project is going to create some 500 direct jobs, as we heard from the Chief Executive Officer of the Jospon Groups of Company, Mr. Sian Ejapon, when he delivered his address. The president, who also spoke to the gathering generally about development in the Savannah region, said that there was the government, or his government, was going to be concentrating on more roads infrastructure. They were indeed committed in upgrading roads infrastructure. The president also announced the commencement of works on the Damongo water project, as we heard from one of the DC, in fact the DCE or the MCE for the area. He mentioned in one of our interviews that water was a major problem in the area, as we heard from President Akufo-Addo. He says Damongo, or the Savannah region, was going to benefit from the Damongo water project by the end of this year. The president also said West Gonja district was going to be a beneficiary of the World Bank's secondary cities project. So as you can see on your screen, the president and his entourage are entering the facility right now. Yes, they are entering the Damongo Integrated Recycling and Compost Plant, the actual facility right now, to take you on an inspection. Managers of the facility will take the president and his team on tour of the facility. So as you can see, or as you're watching on your screens, these are live pictures from Damongo in the Savannah region. We are bringing you a special coverage of the president's regional tours. The president began his tour of the Savannah region this morning. Here on the Ministry of Information special coverage, we are bringing you live updates. The president will conclude that tour, two-day tour tomorrow, and we will be bringing you more from that particular tour. As we speak now, the president has entered the facility. As you can see, an official of the facility is briefing the president on how the whole facility works. And as we move on, we're going to be seeing how the facility will work. There will be a demonstration. So the president himself is just about to press the knot, and we are told once he does that, or he's cutting the tape actually. Oh, here we go. The president has cut the tape, I should say, and that means that the facility has formally been commissioned by the president. So he's going to go on the inspection of the facility, and then we're told he's going to press a knot, and that will signal the demonstration for everybody to see. So the president in your shot there, giving a handshake to Mr. Sion Japan, the CEO of the Jospon Groups of Company. Also in your shot, you're seeing the Minister for Natural Resources, Samuel A. Jinapo, is also the Member of Parliament for Damongo, and that demonstration we saw on your in the shots there has just finished. What it means is that the commissioning has been done, and this facility is now formally opened, or formally given the green light to start work. What we are told is that 500 direct jobs are going to be created from this facility in Damongo in the Savannah region. We can now bring back our man Wilberforce Sari, who will take us through what has been going on behind the scenes. Wilberforce Sari joins us now. So Will, we just witnessed the president pressing the button signaling that the plant has been commissioned. What other interesting things are you picking that we should know?
Well, so quickly, from where I'm standing, I can actually see that the equipment is actually working now. And so in your shot right now, in one of the cameras we are working with, you can see one of the equipment that is revolving, as it were, processing the solid waste into various products. And so indeed, this facility is not just being commissioned, but it is effectively working. And I can see that right there in your shot, that the system is working and making sure that it processes solid waste. And so the facility has indeed been commissioned. President Akufo-Addo has completed the process, and I can see President Akufo-Addo being walked into his vehicle. And so President Akufo-Addo is just being walked into his vehicle so that he can depart this place. We just see the visuals there. President Akufo-Addo being accompanied by the chief of Damongo into his vehicle so he can depart here. So quickly, I can tell you that the process of commissioning this facility, which is supposed to process some 400 tons of solid waste on daily basis, has been completed. And President Akufo-Addo will subsequently move from here and engage in other activities as part of his tour of the Savannah region. So the process has been completed. I will quickly do an exit interview with the managing director, Michael. Yes, so Michael, so now the commissioning is done. You must be a happy man.
Yes, certainly. You know, the 2 years when the sod was cut, it was a Herculean task to get it done. We had to work around the clock to get to the promise. That we promised the president that in 2 years, within 2 years, we should get. And as we speak, out of the 16, about 9 of them are at this stage, have the plants readily installed, and we are just completing it. When the president gets to those areas, it will be commissioned as well.
So the rest of the 11 or so that are there to be completed? What are the timelines you are working with to ensure that all 16 regions come on board on the same page?
No, I said out of the 16, you have about 9 at this stage. So we are left with about 7. The 7, this one is completed. The other lines are 600 metric tons a day. They are bigger. Those ones are going to places like Accra East area. And
All right, so was Wilberforce Cesare speaking to the managing director of the facility, which has just been commissioned by President Akufo-Addo. Well, that will be it for our coverage of the President's regional tours for today, specifically in the Savannah regions. But don't forget, we're back tomorrow as the President will wrap up his tour of that region tomorrow. We'll bring you live updates right here on this channel, a production by the Ministry of Information, also on your favorite TV and radio stations. My name is Kweku Obenje. On behalf of myself and the production team, thank you so much for joining us. From those who joined us from Damongo and here in Accra, we say thank you for watching.